Well, I'm out here on Main Street today on this beautiful day. The sun's actually out, which is a good thing. And you notice I'm standing in front of the Pocket Park on Main Street. So this is a project that the Speedway Redevelopment Commission has funded in connection with the 1300 block building. This will be a public gathering spot. The stage has a canopy over top. It also will have some backdrop wooden walls. There's a handicap accessible ramp in the back, and there will be white bulb lights strung across the general open seating area. You can see the different posts that they have put the anchors in on the sidewalk. It should be a really neat gathering spot. The Parks Department will be in charge of managing and scheduling this facility in connection with the Redevelopment Commission. So really the sky's the limit on this, and I'm very excited about it. I think it'll be a fantastic addition to Main Street. The goal for this is to have it completed and finished by the end of August, so about 6 weeks, give or take. Landscaping may be delayed until October because it's best to plant landscaping at that time. It gives it a better chance to develop roots and get a foothold. So one of the other updates that I want to give today is the status of the Borage Restaurant. And you may not know what the Borage Restaurant is, but it will be located on the corner of Lyndhurst and 16th Street on that northeast corner where the pizza place used to be located. That has been purchased by a couple of local entrepreneurs. They're actually chefs, and they have decided to create kind of a farm-to-table, interesting style restaurant that will serve the community. They hope to have not just food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They also will have a small market kind of on the east side of that building itself. That market will have a lot of the ingredients that they use. It will include pastries, donuts, as well as baked breads and other baked items. You can also get a cup of coffee there in the morning. Should be a really unique and interesting local gathering spot that will give another alternative to those that want to dine here in Speedway. So they're currently under construction and have been for the past year. They are hoping to open in the fall. They can't give any more specific deadlines than that. They are still working on internal improvements and upgrades, but there is significant work left to do. They're partnering with the Speedway Garden Club to create kind of an alternative landscaping plan. So it should be a very interesting kind of experiential project and should be a great improvement to that corner. So look for that to open in the fall. I think that everybody is very excited about that. The next project I'd like to just kind of bring you up to speed on is the Gateway Signage Project out at the intersection on the west side of town of High School Road and Crawfordsville Road. We have partnered with the Redevelopment Commission to install a fairly large, I think almost 15 feet tall, an entrance sign to Speedway identifying Speedway for those that are visiting coming in off the interstate or from parts west. So there will be a sign, a large lighted sign on the northeast corner in front of Hardee's. They've actually formed up the base structures to pour the base. The target for that project will be end of October, October 31st. There's also some significant landscaping upgrades, and you may have already noticed in front of Denny's, they have removed the asphalt that used to be a part of old Crawfordsville Road. We're doing that because we wanted to expand the landscaping area there, make it a little more inviting, soften it, and also remove the orange striped barricades that have been there for the past decade. So really a big improvement for that area. Should be a significant upgrade, create a better looking image as people come into town. Next update is on Founders Square. So you can see a lot of activity. The Hampton Hotel was open in May, and they are now renting those rooms out. Great facility, has about a 12,000 square foot conference meeting area where people can have large corporate meetings or small conferences. Really a nice addition to the community. And also under construction is the T&H Investments senior condominiums. There are about 60 units that are, I don't want to use the word rent controlled, but they have various income standards, and they are 55 and older. So these are more focused towards seniors. It'll be a really nice addition to our community, and I know that when the SRC solicited input a couple of years ago for Founders Square, one of the things that continually came up was better housing opportunities for senior citizens. So that is moving along. You can see the structure on the outside. They are hoping to open by the end of the year. I'm not sure they're giving specific details yet, but you can find that on their website, T&H Investments, and you can contact them about potential leases. So we're really grateful to the Transportation Committee, which is made up of residents of Speedway, and they receive funding through Marion County through Indigo to update, maintain, and operate the various bus stops that we have throughout our community. I think we have somewhere in the neighborhood of 35. So this group, what they do is they look at those areas and decide what those various bus stops might need to become safer, more accessible. And a couple of those improvements that we're doing this year, or they're funding, are sidewalk improvements. So there are 3 projects going on in connection with these sidewalks at bus stops. The one that's currently under construction is near the Municipal Center at 5300 Crawfordsville Road. It is replacing the sidewalk from Crawfordsville to 22nd Street. And the reason for that is that sidewalk, lots of water came off the Municipal Center parking lot and would flood that area. So what they've done is installed a curb on the back of the parking lot, raised that sidewalk, repoured it, relayed it, kind of upgraded the foundation, and that'll make it safer and easier for people to get to the couple of bus stops located right there along Lyndhurst. The second one that is yet started is up on Moeller Road from Hollister Drive south to not quite to 25th Street, but there's no sidewalk on the west side, and there are 3 identified bus stops on that road. So this will be a new sidewalk going in on the west side that'll allow folks to walk safely up to those bus stops. There even will be painted crossings on Moeller Road to make that safer so people can get to the bus stops on the east side. So that's the second part of that project. The third part will be a replacement and redo of the sidewalk located on 10th Street from Lyndhurst Drive, basically over to the Allison Transmissions property. There's a sidewalk there that's very narrow, fairly uneven in certain spots, has several trip hazards, and really isn't generally safe. So we're going to, as part of that project, replace that, widen it, upgrade it, and it should be a significant improvement for those that use that bus stop. So those are some of the great projects that we have going on in the community right now. There's more that will come. We have some street rehab and improvements upcoming, as well as some other capital improvement projects that we're working on at the parks. If you have any questions about any of these projects that we've identified, you can contact me. I'm Grant Kleinhenz, the town manager. You can find my email on the website. You can also attend one of our various meetings. We have town council meetings on the 2nd and 4th Mondays of every month. So definitely get involved and let us know what your thoughts are. We appreciate it.